We've already seen it, and we're getting several reports of snow and sleet on the North Shore. Not too much out to our west, but definitely north of the lake, and that's going to continue for the next couple of hours. Let's take a look at what's happening. Now, in the city, it has just been rain. A cold rain at that, but rain, and we're going to continue to see just rain in the city. Elsewhere, though, that's where you have that chance of getting a little bit of the mixed precipitation. 40 degrees right now at Kenner, 39-degree dew point. What also makes it feel colder is that wind out of the north right now at around 18 miles an hour. We are at freezing in Hammond, which would allow for maybe a little bit better accumulation there. Elsewhere, temperatures have been generally near or above freezing on the North Shore, well above freezing in Slidell, but Reserve is at 37 degrees. And other points on the North Shore, again, all above freezing. We still could see a few locations come down another couple of degrees before we start to see a warm up through the afternoon. Temperatures are really going to stay in the 30s and 40s all day long. Low 40s across the city, not going to get any kind of frozen precipitation there. And again, there is the chance out to our west with temperatures hovering right near freezing, maybe a little bit of accumulation, but not much. If we're going to see any accumulation, it's going to be on the North Shore and areas mainly north of I-12. So northern Tangipahoa Parish, Washington, and northern St. Tammany, that's where we're getting some snowfall now, and that's where you're going to see any type of real accumulation of that snowfall, especially along the Mississippi-Louisiana line. But we are getting that snow across almost the entire parish of Washington, much of Tangipahoa Parish, and now a good portion, at least, of northern St. Tammany Parish. Reports of snow based on radar out to our west, but so far we have not really seen a great deal. Duke Carter's in LaPlace. He said he had a couple of little ice pellets here and there, but that was about it, and then it changed back over to liquid rain. Again, LaPlace and a lot of the river parishes really on that rain, snow, sleet line. That kind of extends down toward Morgan City. In the city, it's just going to be rainfall through the morning and into the midday hours. We're not going to be done with this until about the noon hour, maybe even a little bit after that. Winter weather advisory is in effect until noon today. And if you notice, yesterday it was only for the North Shore and Mississippi coast. Well, late last night, yesterday evening, they did include a couple of the river parishes, and we do have a little bit of wintry mix there this morning, and likely to see that for the next couple of hours. So North Shore, Mississippi coast, rain, snow, sleet mix with some accumulations. Trying to get an idea of how much accumulating, maybe 1 inch to 2 inches at the very most, especially along that kind of line from maybe Kentwood to Macomb, out westward or out eastward into Mississippi. South Shore, the city, rain basically all morning long. Might have a few little flakes or flurries or sleet mixed in there, but that would be about it. A slight better chance of maybe more of the mixed precipitation in the river parishes with more of a dusting or very little accumulating there. Most of the accumulation is going to be in our northern part of the viewing area through the morning. Now, this computer model, this is our precision cast model, really keeps that wintry weather around through the midday into the early afternoon, then finally tapering off as we get more into the 3 o'clock hour, getting rid of all of the rainfall. Notice the cloud cover is still going to be with us through late this evening, drying out and then clearing skies during the overnight hours. Overnight tonight with clear skies and very cold air, we're looking at temperatures getting into the 20s on the North Shore. Not cold enough for pipes. Pipes, I don't think we're going to need to worry about with this blast of cold air. Pets, people, plants, absolutely. We are going to stay dry for the weekend. This weekend looking very, very nice, other than some very cold mornings and kind of chilly afternoons. At least we'll break out into some sunshine. Again, here's our best bet of any kind of accumulated snowfall. 1 to 2 inches, primarily northern Tangipahoa Parish, Washington Parish, maybe parts around Folsom or just north of Folsom, and then more of that light accumulation out west of the city and other areas of the North Shore and along the Mississippi or South Mississippi, not right along the coastline, but more southern Mississippi. Here's what's happening. Big upper trough is pushing southward. This is what's creating that or bringing that very cold air mass. What it's also helping to do is it'll finally get rid of the subtropical jet stream, which is where all of our moisture is. Look how far south this upper trough has been pushing, well into northern Mexico, southern Texas. That's why those folks are getting in on snowfall. The snow line actually starts out in the mountains of northern Mexico through South Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and into the Appalachians, kind of the foothills of the Smokies, into more eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina. Very cold air is on the march southward. Again, this is even colder air pushing in, and with those temperatures in a few spots kind of hovering near freezing is where you're going to see more of the accumulations, which is more on the North Shore. So temperatures through the day today staying in the 40s at Wintry mix, north and west. South Shore, it's going to be a cold rain. Again, this is going to be through the morning. By this afternoon, we'll start drying out. Still under cloudy skies, though, but clearing during the overnight hours with temperatures dropping into the 20s and 30s. Freeze north overnight tonight, and a frost will likely be south of the lake. I don't know why the sun was behind that moon there. As we head into our 7-day forecast, weekend looking very nice. Now, it's going to be a chilly afternoon with temperatures staying in the 50s, but as we head into the next week, we actually see more, we'll call it seasonal temperatures. Temperatures are actually staying below our normal as we head into the next 7 days. So even with this winter weather coming to an end by later this afternoon, we're still going to keep a chill to the air for at least the next 7 days. We're kind of in a pattern of keeping December cold. I'm hoping this isn't just for early December and then Christmas, it's 80 degrees again. I'm hoping we keep the cold around through December because, you know, if you like it warm, you just think back, it was 85 on Tuesday.
All right. Oh my gosh, I'm just glad we get to wear our sweaters for a little stretch.
No
right?
kidding.
Just for at least,
so many.
Our daughter has so many heavy weather winter gear. You get like a couple of days to use it. Let's take advantage of it this weekend.
All right, great. Well, listen, they were telling us in here, we got to tell you about some restrictions on the causeway.
No motorcycles. And since we're talking about the snow coming and going, let's go right back out to Covington. Katie and Dave are there, and they're seeing some snow. Let's check it out.
Yes, we did see snow. Yes. We're on snow patrol. We were so excited. Dave was the one who pointed it out, but we saw a little bit of snow. We're not seeing anything really accumulate.
Mixed. We got rain. We got some sleet, graupel, snowflakes all mixed in. The best really to see is when you look at it like the street lights. Right now, it kind of, you can see some of the flakes kind of zipping around. If you look, some of them slow. The slower moving ones would be your snowflakes coming down, but nothing accumulating here like we saw in Baton Rouge. The snow is definitely falling there. We got reports up across Tangipahoa Parish. Snow is falling there, up towards the state line as well. So it's working its way closer to us. We'll see some wet snow and some bigger snowflakes falling here probably about in the next hour or so.
And when we saw the snowflakes, I mean, really just 5 minutes ago, we were seeing those snowflakes. They were big.
Yeah, they were. We're going to see some really big snowflakes. That's the thing. This is going to be that wet snow. There's a good snowball, snowman type snow out there. And we're not expecting a huge accumulation here in Covington. But as you go just a little bit to the north, once you get over toward the Washington-St. Tammany Parish line, through Washington Parish, Tangipahoa, could pick up maybe 1-2 inches of snow, which is a lot for down here. Where we're from, that's whatever, you know. But for down here, you know, this is big. This is a big deal. Already restrictions on the causeway for motorcycles. Roads.
Well, if you want to drive a motorcycle in this weather, you're a little crazy.
You're a little crazy. Roads are fine up here. I got to remember a couple days ago it was 85 degrees out there. So while it's been kind of chilly here, the road temperatures are still well above freezing. So, and once traffic starts driving on it, even if it's snowing, it's going to stay wet.
And we haven't really seen a whole lot of traffic on this road, and it's not slick at all. The causeway wasn't too bad. The only thing that you're going to have to worry about on the causeway or in New Orleans is a lot of rain. So just keep that in mind. Go nice and slow no matter where you go this morning. If you are going to be out and about, go nice and slow. Take your time. But if you don't have to be out and about, we're telling you right now, stay inside, enjoy the hot chocolate, and
let us deal with the elements.
And you can laugh at us while we're out here freezing our little butts off.
There we go. That's right.
We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks very much. And Chris, is that the way it's going to work kind of today? You know, you're going to have big, huge snowflakes, and 2 seconds later
it changes over to rain.
Right, and you're waiting to see it.
And that's what kind of makes it more of a mess than anything. It's neat to see, and you could see from that street light shot, there definitely were some snowflakes, but also mixed in there with some rainfall, which will help to kind of speed up any melting on the ground. So grassy areas, absolutely. Actually, I just saw reports of, or pictures from Albany, Louisiana, which is on the North Shore, of fairly substantial snow on the ground and on cars. On the roads, not as much.
We'll be right back.
I mean, we can try to go a little farther north, but